Hi, my name is Your Beloved Pandora, and I am posting a video response to the topic of what's wrong with being different. First of all, I'd like to say that there's nothing wrong with being different. God created us all to be individuals and to love and honor Him in different ways. And the same thing goes with life. We're all going to live life differently. And as for choices that we make, we all make them for different reasons. I would like to say that I am a natural, but I'm not the Nazi natural that you were speaking of in this video. Um, I, as well as my best friend, who I consider a sister, is also a natural, and both of us have scalp sensitivity as well as skin sensitivity. So for us, the decision was made simply because there are so many chemicals and things that when you have an allergic reaction, it's hard to narrow down what caused what. So therefore, if I just simply wipe out everything that is synthetic and man-made, then it's a lot easier for me to be able to narrow down what caused me to have a rash or allergic reaction or whatever. I don't use a wooden comb, but I do use a rubber comb. Rubber is still a natural substance, but rubber combs as well as wooden combs don't have seams. So that is part of the reason why some naturals, I can't speak for all of them, I can only speak for me and my friend, but some naturals use it because of that reason. Sometimes the seams have jagged plastic pieces and they actually catch your hair like Velcro and they'll rip your hair out or they'll break the strands. Um, I felt like it was impertinent for me to respond because it almost seemed like you've had a bad experience with someone who I guess you would consider a natural, and therefore it left a bad taste in your mouth. And it seemed like the majority of the video was not in a overly aggressive way, but it was a passive aggressive way of attacking people that were natural. And I just wanted to speak out for myself because I know that I've never done that. Actually, I live in the DC area, and in this area, it's more of a high dollar area or more of a showy area, I guess you would say. And so, because I choose to keep my regimen very simple and very close to as natural as possible, I get judged all the time. I get called derogatory names. I get referred to as more or less slave girl. I don't wear weave because I can't figure out how I would be able to keep my scalp clean. I have to clean my scalp once a week. And so right now I'm actually looking and researching that. I just haven't had weave just because one, that problem, and two, I'm not a baller shot caller. So around here, a lot of people wear like $800 weaves, and I'm like, dude, are you serious? That that's like a house payment. um, I do wear braids. However, I just haven't gotten braids recently. I've been doing this to my hair, my own protective styles, as you can see. Oh, and by the way, I'm sorry my hair is not superly duperly shiny. That's another comment that a lot of people who use parabens or sulfates or petroleum or silicones say when there are certain products that they use, and they're like, oh, well, if you use this product, it'll make your hair shinier, da 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 da. And I'm just like, hair has a natural sheen, and as long as I look in the mirror and my hair is not frizzy and I have a natural sheen, then I know that my cuticle is sealed, and I know that my hair is healthy. I just trim my ends. I know what works for me. So please do not push your doctrine upon me when you see me on the street. I don't give anybody tips. I mean, unless they ask me something like, hey, you twisted your hair and it looks really shiny. Like, what did you use to give that hold? And I'll tell people beeswax. And then they'll be like, oh, but if you use beeswax, I've heard it's going to lock your hair. And I'm like, dude, I've been natural for 15 months and I use beeswax on my twists and my hair is never locked. But I just wanted to give a shout out, and hopefully I can change some people's minds on those of us that are natural. As you see, I'm not a Nazi. I don't really care what you do with your hair. I don't care if you wear weaves, braids, if you flat iron it, if you blow dry it, if you have your natural hair, your curl pattern, and you rock it out in public, or if you choose to stretch it to the point where you no longer rock your natural curl pattern. It doesn't matter to me, really. The only thing that matters to me is that people not pass judgment on me, people not make rude and derogatory and ignorant comments towards me when they see me on the street and I'm not rocking like the $500 weave flowing down my back, or I don't have money in the budget at this time to go get braids, or if I'm not decked out 24/7. I'm just a very low key person. So once again, please don't think that all of us naturals are the same, because we're not. And I know I don't pass judgment on anybody. I don't care if you use sulfates or whatever. I don't care if you wash your hair with clay or with shampoo, or if you use apple cider vinegar on your scalp to clarify. It doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I like being different, but unfortunately in this area, being different comes with a lot of negative comments and people making me feel like you're too homely to be out here in the big city and work your job and be professional with hair that is twisted up. But I'm just me, and that's all I want to be. And I don't want people to try to force me into a category or say, oh, you're one of those naturals or you're one of those people. That's it. So I mean, I'm not like mad, like, oh my god, she said that about naturals, I must have a response right now. Like, it wasn't that at all, but it was just one of those things where I could definitely tell somebody's left a bad taste in your mouth, and I just want to let you know I know how you feel. But for me, it wasn't a natural. It was somebody that you were referring to when you were like, oh, it's okay to wear parabens and this, that, and the other. Like, so my thing is, it should also be okay if you don't use parabens or petroleum or sulfates or silicones or any of that. So just everyone, just be yourself and stop giving in to trying to categorize people and push people to like what you like, because my body doesn't like it, period. And the choice that I've made to be natural is a complete lifestyle change, including the way I eat and the clothes that I wear. So that's just my response. For me, that's all it is. It's just me wanting to be me and start fresh and go through a life journey, and just a way to find myself and figure out what works for me. So thank you very much for listening, and be blessed, and good luck out there. And if you hear somebody else, a natural or a silicone user or whoever it is, they make a derogatory and a nasty comment, it's just going to make you wear your skin a little tougher than you normally do, because I hear comments all the time, and sometimes I just have to let it roll off my back with a grain of salt, because I just tell myself, okay, how are you going to give me tips when your hair looks like XYZ and mine looks like ABC? So that's it. Thank you very much. Sorry, I don't have a camera. I actually have my laptop. So I'm holding my laptop right now and I'm trying to look to make sure that I don't go over 10 minutes. All right. Talk to you later.